So now we're going to do some standing exercises. And again, you can use a chair. You can also, if you are by a kitchen counter, you can hold on to that. That's always a good thing. I used to tell my patients while they're waiting on their coffee, they can do a few standing exercises and it'll help. So first what we're going to do is actually just a leg curl. I'm going to go sideways to see, I think you should be able to see this. So I'm going to kind of kick your leg back and then alternate. And on this one, if you go a little bit slow, you'll work on your balance a little more. You like hold it, like just kind of roughly for about a count of 3. About 3. So this is where you're kind of working more on your balance. This is 4. And so I'm holding on, but I'm kind of just trying to hold on to my fingertips, or with my fingertips. You know, you may need to hold on a little, and you do want to stay straight too. So honestly, sometimes I need to hold on a little more than fingertips. This is about 8. I may get off when I talk. I sometimes get off count a little bit. And 1 more each side. 10 and 10. Okay, so now I'm going to turn the chair with me back. And the next one we're going to do is abduction. And this is really good for your hips. And you can, if you need to sit back down, you can do it in sitting as well. I'm going to show you standing today. So you're going to just swing your leg out to the side, and this is really good for your hips. And what you want to try to do is try to keep your trunk straight as you do it. You don't want to lean with it on this one. So, and again, if you do a little bit of a hold, you're working on your balance. You're working on your balance, but you're also strengthening your core, and you're strengthening the other leg that is still down on the floor. Okay, I think we're approximately at 5 here on each side. 6, 7. And again, if you have a kitchen counter and you're not totally balanced, that's a good way to do it too. 8. But for the sake of our chair yoga size, I'm showing you this one. And 1 more on each side. Okay, so the next one I'm going to do is up on your tiptoes and then rock back on your heels. Let me turn this way so you can see what we're doing. Okay, so up on the tiptoes and hold for about 3 and then back for about 3. There we go, that's 3 and back. 4, and eventually you can hold a little longer than 3 if you can. And again, if you can kind of let go a little bit, that works on your balance. Okay. And back and back. And when you're rocking back, you're also kind of stretching your hamstrings. So you do want to be careful that you're not doing this, but try to keep yourself straight as you lift your toes up. On those toes. I think 2 more on your toes. Back on your heels. 1 more. Toe. And back on your heels. Okay. So now we're going to we're getting back into our yoga now. So we're going to do the palm tree. And if you've seen that on some of the previous videos, what you actually, the way you don't modify it is to be up on your tiptoes, and then you have your arms all the way up like that. But I'm showing you a modified version for multiple reasons. One, that's very difficult for me to do. 2, with my MS issues. So I'm going to be up on the tiptoes, and then go ahead and try to raise your arm out, and then back down, and then raise the other one. And then you can, or you can even go out to the side, and then the other side, and then you can try to hold it a little longer each time as you do it. Back to forward. And eventually, if you can, you might be able to do both legs. Both arms. But it's a little tricky for me, so I'm going to just alternate doing one at a time. There we go. And what you can do with this too, and what you should also be doing, let's on the last few, let's concentrate on the breathing with it. So inhale. This time we're going to stay up and do an extra breath. Do it again on this side. One more each side. Okay, so now we're going to move into the tree pose. And remember, that's the tricky one where, and I think you can see enough with this chair, where you do try to, what I'm trying to do is point my knee out to the side and get my foot first just kind of on the inside of my leg. And just like some of you, it might be, you may be more steady than me, but just trying to get used to that. And so now we're trying the other side. For me, that's a little bit easier because my left leg, I think, tends to be weaker. Now we'll try this side. And you want to try to keep yourself straight. And if you can gradually bring your leg up more, that's great. And kind of look at what, about where you're at so you can be aware of it. And again, if you can't do this in standing, that's okay. You can even do it in sitting. You do what you can. All right. And you may need to just use your body, when your body, like my knee was saying, that's kind of enough. So sometimes, you may need to cut it short and, just do what you can. So on the next one, we're going to do the triangle. Again, we're doing this in standing. This is our last standing one today. And we'll finish in some sitting ones. So what I'm going to do is have my feet kind of wide. And I feel like after all of that, I want to be a little more secure. So I'm going to stay back here. This is one that I think I showed you in another video. You can do in the front, or you can even use a yoga block. But I'm going to keep holding on to this today. And so we're going to turn this foot will stay forward, but we're going to just try to lean over and really stretch. So we're trying to do the triangle kind of from this side over this way. And just let's do our breathing with it. Okay, now let's try it on the other side. So again, I'm going to leg out a little and lean. Keep that leg straight. Okay, so now we're going to come back. We're going to sit back down. And on this one, the rest we're going to do in sitting. I'm going to show you one that's called an ice skater. We're doing a sitting version of this. So basically, I'm going to reach this arm down to this leg, and while I do it, I'm going to slide the other leg out to the side. And now I'm going to reach down this way and slide it on each side. So we do 2, 2, 3, stretching different muscles here, a little bit on the inner thigh and also your calf muscles a little bit as well. 4, 5. Eventually, if you feel okay that you don't need to hold on to your other leg as much, you can do that. Kind of alternate your hands. 6, 7. All right. 10. 10. I'm going to show you one more new one today, and we're going to kind of do alternating, kicking this leg up and this arm. We're doing some alternate kicks, and actually our time is running out today, so that's just another one. We'll do more the next time. So now do one more deep breath in, and then blow out. In and out. And you can even turn your palms up one more time. Make sure you're lengthening your spine. Just relax yourself. And so those were a few new ones, and that's all we're going to do for today. So namaste. See you next time.